couple weeks back, I had done a live stream of the 3DO edition of Mortal Kombat II, which is an excellent port to the 3DO system, and I'm playing it on an actual Panasonic FZ10 hardware and the real 3DO interactive multiplayer. So I had it burned to a disc and put into the system. So you can see we're using our trusty Gamepad 6 to play the game as well. And I'd gone through the arcade mode a couple of times, and we'd also experimented with some of the secrets in the game. And with a little bit of more experience in the game, just wanted to do a final kind of follow-up before I posted a video, especially to show off one of the game mechanics, probably unintended, that I discovered that's making this game quite fun from like a fighting game perspective. It depends on your perspective, because it's not true to Mortal Kombat 2. If you love Mortal Kombat, if you grew up playing in the arcades, you played it competitively or whatever, you'll probably see it as an oversight and not like it. But it does kind of lend itself to other types of fighting games that have a similar mechanic, and you'll see that in just a moment here. And now publicly, I'm not aware of any additional follow-ups, but you can see here revision 10.05, that was when it was released and declared to be an officially completed game. And you can see in the other corner we have the CPU AI is at version 1.5. So we're still using these. I have not seen a publicly available update to this. If there's a Discord server, people that beta test these items, perhaps there are future revisions, but not certain. I haven't seen one publicly released yet. So to kind of follow up on what I showed during the live stream, we're gonna up this to the hard difficulty, and make sure we hit the correct button to save that option. Now, when I go through these items and I point out things like with the AI, I'm not doing this as a haha, this is poorly developed. I mean, this is actually incredibly developed. When you take the graphics, the sound, the low loading times, the ability to do things like morph with Shang Tsung with as little gameplay as interruption as possible. It's an amazing development. This would have been a great port of the game when it came out at its time. But if they are going to further update, and I believe I've seen that the CPU AI is kind of one of the points that need improved the most by the developer's own admission. This is pointing out things that may be able to be looked at and addressed in future versions of the game. And then, of course, if you're not aware, you can use the high buttons, high punch or high kick, and you can change the color palette of your character. You get a nice selection of colors that you can use, goes well beyond what was included in the original game. And then just to show off the original way that I found to manage the CPU, we're going to go with Jax, and that's because he has the gotcha grab that acts as a throw. So we'll get in here and you'll see over time that the computer will become overly aggressive, and then you get stuck in this routine that they'll continually block. And again, that's where the gotcha grab will come into play. So we'll get Scorpion cornered here. You can just do the multiple kicks. Usually at some point he'll block, but I guess he was trying to counter us there and always ate the jump kick. Scorpion wasn't doing what we need him to do, but Sub-Zero will do it, so you have him in the corner here. They're going to continually block, so that's where we can come in and use the grabs. You can use a standard throw, but I've noticed it seems like the throwing damage in this version of the game is very low. And I've also further noticed it doesn't seem like Jax has his multi-slam command. If it is in this game, I can't seem to get it to work. So you just get everybody in the corner, and eventually you'll be able to get a throw on them because they won't let off the block button. Finish him. And another benefit you do get out of using the gotcha grab instead of the throw is that if you throw them, you'll switch sides with the opponent like that. With the gotcha grab, it'll keep them in the corner here like this. You can just do this for style, I guess. It does unfortunately push them off screen if you're in the corner, but it is what it is. It's still you still get the satisfaction of the fatality. Well, you'll notice you can also, there's recovery ticks too, like you can jump kick and then uppercut after it. But there's also like weird OTG things you can do. You see I did the gotcha grab while they were grounded there. So there's some active hitboxes while the opponents are still on the ground. I believe you can just do a normal throw in that situation too. So that way other characters are able to do it.
Finisher.
Yeah, just like that. So other characters would be able to do it too, with their throw that they have in their arsenal. Just kind of another look at the OTG. It's probably more accurate to say that as they're standing up, they're gaining an active hitbox, and they can't react to the hit, because they're recovering from getting up off the ground. But for other characters, it works with their standard throw with low punch as well. And we've climbed the ladder, we've got a fight with Jade at the question mark. I don't know what, it just seems like this is a fight that's worked into the ladder and there's no secret attached to it. But, you know, you can fight Jade in Goro's lair. It is still here in this version, even if the way you get to it is different.
Finisher.
And then just to show this off, when you do the fatality, it reverts back to the katana colors. And it'll just show, like, the same stuff will work on the boss characters. I gotta worry about Kintaro's Stomp, but...
Fight.
And there's a few subtle differences, but the overall strategies still work against the boss characters. They just have better recovery, more speed and everything. But you can still do the gotcha grab on them. There's one round. There we go, there's no rounds lost against the hard difficulty computer. Alright, now I'm in the versus mode. I'm just going to do one-on-one matches with the computer here, and this is just going to show off what I alluded to earlier, the fighting game mechanic that exists in other games, but it wasn't in Mortal Kombat 2, and what I'm referring to is the concept of special canceling. You can cancel a normal move into a special move, and you'll see this works great with all the projectiles in the game, but you can see that it's the easiest to show off with Sub-Zero because of his ice ball. So normally when you do a move like an uppercut, there's a recovery period. You can hear me pressing other buttons and no other moves are coming out. But there exists in fighting games the concept of special canceling, where a special move cancels the animation frames of a normal move. So let's get Reptile here into the corner, and you can see we can interrupt the recovery frames of the uppercut with the ice ball. So and then we can, well, he ran out of health there, but we'll see if we can set it up in the second round here.
Fight.
There we go, let's try to get this going. So we can do jump kick, uppercut, cancel into ice ball, just do it over and over. And it works with all sorts of other special moves, so you can see if we get... we can do the spear. It's harder to hit the spear, unfortunately, but I mean, it does work. There we go. Get a big long-range one going. And I'm not, like, super versed in Mortal Kombat games. Like, I enjoyed casual Mortal Kombat 2 with friends on the Super Nintendo, so I'm trying to figure out what else could actually be useful with the canceling technique. It's just the Sub-Zero ice ball was the most obvious one to me. Let's see if we can... Oh, is his... So we can hit that... Oh, you can... Okay, he gets an air state after that. Okay. The charge period's really long, holding the low kick from that, so... But yeah, okay. I was watching Lord BBH's stream, and man, his jump kick and hitbox stuff is pretty terrible. But in theory, you could cycle the bicycle kick into things and get moves afterward. Okay, Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere, though. But I mean, there you have the general idea. If you're a lot better at Mortal Kombat 2 than I am, you can probably do some pretty nasty things using this technique, but just kind of a different way to play Mortal Kombat 2, I guess. Opens up a lot of combo opportunities. He just misses the uppercut that time, but I think you can just kind of see where the thought process is going here in stringing these moves together. So the CPU is very adept at countering your uppercuts with uppercuts of their own, but they do this at any point in the screen. Doesn't matter how far you are away. If you uppercut, they'll try to counter with an uppercut. So in Reptile's case, there's things, if you have a very slow projectile, like his slow force ball, you can execute it, uppercut. Oh, he's gonna... Come on. Now he's gonna not behave. This is what I get for leaving it on hard difficulty. Okay, so we'll do that, and then uppercut, and he'll try to counter uppercut, and he'll eat the force ball. Unfortunately, it's really far away, so it's hard to follow up and capitalize on the force ball hitting, but it's just an interesting note of where the AI is at this stage in the game. And there are secret characters in this game. You can play as Jade, and that's as simple as cycling through the color schemes. I'm pressing high punch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's this green color. That's the Jade, and you'll know it's Jade. You'll get the confirmation when you pick the character. The announcer will announce Jade, just like that. And there you have the designation. You have Jade up in the health bar there. I think she's a little bit faster than Katana. The same moveset, but she's faster. And she does have the property of the hidden boss fight. You can see she's invulnerable to projectiles. That lightning went right through her. And that's not a move she needs to execute. She just has it as a passive ability. And then likewise, if you're on Reptile and you scan over, switch the palette to this gray color, you will get the character Smoke.
Fight.
And you can see Smoke listed in the health bar up there, but unfortunately, I'm not certain what other differences Smoke has. Just kind of plays like Reptile. I'm not aware of any differences beyond the color and the name in the life bar, but I'm sure somebody who's played Mortal Kombat 2 through and through might catch up on more of the subtle differences between the characters. And there are secrets that carry over into the arenas. If you go into the arenas, I mean, the pit is a good example. If you select, this is high kick on my controller, so if I select this arena with high kick, I'll get one of the different background toggles, which you'll see when the stage loads up here. So there you can see you get the neat little sunset background for the pit here. It doesn't change anything really else, it's just you know, kind of different nice alternative to the stage. The one difference is you'll see this 3DO version. By default you could select Goro's lair, but it adds a unique stage that's kind of modeled after the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Desert stage. It's called the 3DO Desert, but if you press high kick to select this stage, you will see that the 3DO Desert has now become the Neon Arcade. So it's just another neat little, oh goodness, okay, a neat little extra stage that you can play on. It has characters in the background, so there's like the red ninja in the background, so I'm trying to figure out if that's actually indicates anything. Sub-Zero has Scorpion has like a red color palette, but picking that doesn't seem to turn him into Ermac or anything like that, so still going through a bunch of the different color palettes to see what other secrets might be included in the game. And then in one further Easter egg, if you toggle the Neon Arcade stage while playing as Jade, the name changes to Neon Beachy, which is a YouTube channel, a YouTuber. just kind of a reference. They're included in the credits too, so they must have had some sort of involvement with the development of the game. I'll try to show off one of the cool edits to this game. It's said to have dozens of 3DO Easter eggs in it, so we'll try to show this off here. There we go. Instead of babalities, we have...
Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory.
Death by stereo.
It's the reality. And while Smoke and Jade don't play terribly different from their base characters, if you do the babality command and get the reality on them, they do have their own separate 3DO references. And likewise, the friendships change slightly. So instead of Sub-Zero Doll, we have a copy of Road Rash for the 3DO that disappears. But the thought, maybe Liu Kang accepted it, and that's why he doesn't have it anymore. But that's the friendship, how the friendships change in this version. So there you have it. There's my experiences with the early playthroughs of this 3DO edition of Mortal Kombat 2. Once again, excellent port, very fun to play, and it's something that you can get at the link that I'll include. This is all through the efforts of a developer, and they have a YouTube channel that they post all sorts of things 3DO. So if you're a fan of the 3DO like I am, I definitely recommend checking those out and viewing all those videos that are on that channel. And they're even teasing further developments. There was a teaser image that they posted for a potential future game being based on the 3DO. But they've also developed their own version of Tetris for the 3DO, which is also something that you can access and play. But it's just really neat stuff that's kind of showing that the 3DO scene is still alive, which I've showed also. I played the new game, the 2024 physical release, BioFury, and The Adventures of Captain J just released recently as well for the 3DO. So the system's getting its due now, I believe, and it's still kicking. As it pertains to the 3DO version of Mortal Kombat 2, there has been confirmed ways you can play as Shao Kahn and Kintaro, but it seems like the way you access those characters has changed, because in previous videos released by the developer, it was just a matter of holding down the high buttons to toggle the colors of the character and inputting something on the D-pad to change to those boss characters. That doesn't seem to be the case in this version, unless it's more detailed now. It's more of an input string as opposed to just pressing up or down. And they had added in new stage fatalities. They showed off the Living Forest. There's supposed to be a stage fatality on there, and despite my efforts, I haven't been able to get it to toggle yet. And there was also a stage fatality implemented into the 3DO Desert that I have not quite figured out yet, but I'll give it some more time, give it some more play, and see what we can figure out, see what gets released online as people play this game, and we'll see if the developer goes back and releases an update to this game.
Jade wins. Jade wins. Fatality. Jade wins. Jade wins. Jade wins. Flawless victory.